Hello and welcome to the party. Tonight we are playing Millennium Knights, the Curse of Zordath, a hack of masks. Before we get to that, we have some awesome sponsors. Starting with Devin Rue, Mistress of Maps. My memory is sometimes full of holes. She makes some amazing maps. You can find them over at ruinc.com. We also have tabletop loot, so when you need more dice, head over to tabletop loot, get more dice over there. And of course our official merch sponsor, which is So Nerdwear. It's what the nerds wear, and if you use the code WELCOME, you can get 10% off over there. You can get all kinds of great merch, including, of course, our shirts, and I believe Crusade of Sorn stuff is still up over there, so you can still get your Dalewood Oleo Margarine shirt. We also have a Discord, so if you want to join one-shots like this, and all the other fun stuff that we got going on over there, join the Discord, make some friends, and we have a Patreon, so if you want to support the channel, you can support the Patreon, and we have all kinds of stuff. We have new podcast stuff rolling out. You can get early access to the podcast. We have our writer's room, which you get access to the articles first before they go to the website that will be built when we have built up a backlog of articles, which you can get access to them early. You can get, I think there's a 15% off code for So Nerdwear, stuff like that. Lots of fun stuff. And of course, we hope to expand that so that when we hit a certain level, we can also expand and help the community, the tabletop RPG community, get art, all of that fun stuff. Now, let's meet who's playing tonight. And let's see, let's start with Trisha. Tell us who you are, who you're playing tonight.
Okay. I'm Litza. I'm on Twitter at Litza Bronwyn. And I make lots of cool RPG stuff on my husband's Patreon. It's all for free, so you can check it out without having to give us anything if you don't feel compelled to do so. And I am playing Trish, who is the Yellow Ranger. Are we calling them Rangers? Is that cool?
Knights,
Sure.
technically.
Knights. Yeah, she's the Yellow Knight. I like that. She is super pretty and super famous, at least like in this town. And she kind of comes off as dumb. Just because sometimes that's easier, sometimes you want to be a little underestimated by people. But she is in fact pretty smart, usually has a lot of stuff going on in her head all at one time. And that was the main reason that she is kind of into the whole scene of crime fighting, because just one thing isn't enough. Just not.
Okay, right below you is Cassie. Cassandra, yeah.
Okay. Hi, so I'm Ulfrig, and I'll be playing Cassandra Crescent, who is the Blue Knight. And Cassandra is from Australia, so a bit new in town and maybe a little bit uncertain about how she fits into the team. But that's part of the adventure and part of fighting crime and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, Morgan.
Hi, I am Michi. I will be playing Morgan Mercia, who is the Red Knight. And she just mostly wants to chill out, relax, and maybe make sure that this group doesn't, get into too much trouble or die or something. I don't know.
Garnet.
All right. I am Garnet, 1,000 Heads on Twitter, and silentferrets.itch.io on for the games I make. I am playing Garnet Graydon, who this is her second night team / band. Her first one ended badly when Visual K was corrupted by corporate interests, and Radio Star killed them and then died inside. So in a way, video did kill the Radio Star. But it might have been me. I am the hot or neon pink ranger. We're still working that out. And I am the pilot of Thunder Triceratar, a guitar playing Triceratops on roller skates. But I am driven to put together a new team, a new band, and fight for justice and disco for a new day.
Olivia.
Hello, I am Lily. I'm at Elise on Life on Twitter, and I'm Lescribe on Twitch and Discord. And I am playing Olivia Ogilvy, who is the Black Knight. And she's a bit of a hotshot. She loves playing extreme sports. So, when it was like, hey, join this band where we do crazy stuff and jump into dinosaurs, she was like, sounds good to me.
All right, yeah. So starting out, you're not the Millennium Knights yet. Technically, you're the Millennium Champions. You have just a few weeks ago beat your rival, the evil PbtA. And you're running out. The city's safe, and everything's good. You haven't had monsters or anything in a couple weeks, so that, of course, is nice. Where would you all be hanging out?
What if we're at the palace, drinking some bubble tea, relaxing after a really good gig?
I like that.
Yeah.
The palace being our roller skate / concert hall / bubble tea hangout, where we sometimes play gigs, but always hang out because it sounds awesome.
It's totally awesome.
Yeah.
I'm having a sea salt cream coffee because that's a real thing.
Mm. Trish has a black tea because she thought it would be cool, but every time she sips it, she's like, and it's terrible, and she's never going to do it again.
Olivia's having a taro tea.
Good choice.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I'd gotten that. Mine isn't actually very good. I just chose it because of the name.
Cassandra is having a mango green tea, half sweet, with boba, and she purposefully picked like the blue straw and is very carefully like hunting out all of the little boba and trying to suck them up first, so there are none left when the tea run out.
Perfect.
Now I'm trying to figure out what Morgan is drinking.
I could give you a ridiculously over-the-top recommendation, mixing 4 different flavors that probably don't go well together.
Yeah, let's go with that.
All right, so what you want is the black tea base, but blended with ice, nothing else. But what you're going to get is a topping, a thick cream topping made of papaya smoothie frost. And then you're going to get these little fillers in the bottom that are actually, they're not boba, they're pop boba, so they explode with flavor. So they've got like a pineapple mango flavor in the bottom, in the middle of the black tea. And you're going to get sprinkles.
Oh, sprinkles are good, yes. I love it. It's ridiculous, and I actually want it now.
It might be good. I've tried weirder things at tea places, and they've turned out good. The sea salt cream did not. I didn't like it.
Right.
Like that's just a real life story. But anyway,
All right. And while you're here, drinking your tea, what do you normally do? Do you ever skate, or do you just sit off to the side and hang out?
Trish skates sometimes. She likes to show off. So she doesn't do any tricks because she might make a fool of herself, but she'll like skate around and like for cute boys mostly.
I love to skate, though I'm more looking for cute girls to skate with rather than skating alone because I like to do things with people. That's my jam.
Olivia skates also, but she does it like she's like doing like a sport. Like she skates around people and like skirts the edges like really really close and like speeds up and then like does a like fancy stop at the very last second before she crashes into somebody.
You're skating to win.
Yeah. She's got to win skate night.
That's a thing.
Morgan doesn't skate because it's so high energy and frenetic, and we just need to sit and chill for a while.
I bet I'm probably on you to skate with me, and we'll skate slow, and it'll be gentle, and you'll probably turn me down, but I'm still gonna ask.
Just like I need to try this drink and enjoy it. We just did a gig.
That's fair. I mean, I get chilling. That's cool. I just, I get excited. I get excited about people. By the way, I'm supposed to give influence to 2 people, but I believe masks let me give away influence at any point in time. Is that true? I'm a little weak on my mask knowledge. If so, I just
kind of. Yeah, if you're starting stuff though, is technically you want to give that out right away.
I would like to give it to everyone on the team because I'm so invested in this team working. Is that all right?
Well, which playbook do you have?
I am the Pink Ranger. Normally, I give out 2.
Yeah, follow what your playbook starts out with. So,
all right. Then I'm guessing, I don't know if we've talked about this, but I would like to give it to probably the people I know least because I'm most invested in getting them in, which I think is Morgan and Cassidy. Does that sound right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
right. Who else has influence they want to give out?
Olivia gives out influence to one person, and it's gonna be Garnet because Garnet has like the same like high energy, and like Olivia really admires Garnet.
The funny part is, I think Garnet's in denial about the fact that she's high energy. she doesn't realize that is the case.
I give influence to Garnet and Cassandra, I decided.
Okay.
I give influence to nobody.
Oh, that's right. You're the leader of the team.
Okay.
That's very Red Ranger of you.
All right.
Imagine that.
Cassandra gave one to Olivia, and we'll see who the other one goes to during play, I think, if that's all right.
Just because it's your starting, if you have 2, give them 2.
Okay, Morgan. So.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think if we just finished a gig, Trish wouldn't be skating right now. She'd probably just be chilling.
That's true. I probably am not skating now since we're all just kind of triumphantly being like, yeah, that was a good gig.
All right. So on the other side of town, the construction site, they unearth an old box. And when they open this box, a monster comes out. He kind of looks like you would imagine a virus come to life looks like. and of course in the classic Power Rangers monsters style as well. And before the two men who opened the chest run away, he grabs both of them, and they slowly turn into monsters as well. He drops them on the ground and says, "Good. I'm glad you could join me." And he sends them off to wreak havoc. And that's when, of course, you get a call from your mentor, Lucinda, who says that you have a monster problem downtown.
We should check it out.
We should go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Olivia's already outside.
Oh, well, then I'm going to follow her.
Please tell me she's still in her roller skates and she's just like skating away.
Yeah. She just like takes off in her skates.
I feel like I need either to jump on a motorcycle that is neon pink and also has a Triceratops head on it, or a van that has all of our dinosaurs playing instruments airbrushed on the side. I'm not sure which. Whichever one fits more. Either way, I'm offering rides to anyone who wants one on the team.
Oh, yes, please.
Yes.
All right. Sounds like motorcycle would be funnier.
It's just got like 3 sidecars attached.
Right.
Oh my god.
Look, the sidecar has the sidecar.
I mean, I'm good with it. Okay, so who wants to ride on the back? Because there's only 2 sidecars to the left.
I'll ride on the back.
All right, cool. All right, hold on tight, I guess. So I start. Cool. All right, so let's go. But I make sure to obey all the traffic laws. Except for the ones about don't ride up the side of buildings or whatever, or ride on the sidewalk. I obey the stoplights.
Right. Okay.
An incoherent mix of law-abiding and radical.
Mm-hmm. So are we going back to like a hideout? Do we have like a group like place where we gather together? That's like a living situation?
I mean, probably. I thought we were running to the monsters. I guess I was confused on that.
No, that makes sense. I assume that the call we got included where to go.
Okay.
Yeah, so classic cut. You all hop on the motorcycle, your various ways of transportation, and then suddenly you're downtown facing the 2 monsters as people run away. Before you are B-Shield and Sordilla. B-Shield looks like a giant bee with shields for arms. And Sordilla looks sort of like a princess made out of swords.
Okay.
But I love her.
I know.
What do we know about them?
Currently, nothing.
This is our first time seeing
Yes, this is your first time seeing.
characters. Okay.
It might be in character for you to study them to see what you can figure out, and I think that's a thing in masks. I don't only.
Yeah, there is stuff you can do. You can assess the situation and try to learn more.
Yeah, I definitely want to do that. I want to assess.
Okay, so
Figure out if they're enemies or other heroes or what's going on. What do I add to that?
So to assess the situation,
Mm-hmm.
you are rolling your superior.
Okay. That is an 8.
Okay, so on an 8, you get to ask 1. So you have, what here can I use to do something? And that's just blank. You choose what that something is. What here's the biggest threat? What here's the greatest, is in the greatest danger? Who here's the most vulnerable to me? And how could we best end this quickly?
I think what I want to know is what the biggest threat is.
Okay. So B shield's the bigger threat of the two. Seems a little more powerful. Is definitely has projectiles.
Okay. So I definitely get the impression that these are bad guys. 100%.
Yes.
Well, I mean, they look like monsters, except for Sordila. She's kind of cute.
They look like a bee and a princess.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
I was going to say that's not necessarily.
I'm like, that could be allies. That could be, and I don't know.
Good point. I was jumping to conclusions. I really.
That's what I was trying to assess if they're a threat or not. But my dino senses or whatever are tingling, and yeah, that's bad news, you guys.
Okay. Olivia's like, so we're gonna attack them? Yeah. She's like already hopped off like the motorcycle and she's ready.
I've been reading the files.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I've been learning about all the dangers through our mentor. And so this seems to me to be an important superpowered phenomenon.
Okay.
And a hit is just 7+. I got a 13.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 13.
Okay, so I get to ask a follow-up question also. Okay, so I'm going to be like, hold on, you guys. I totally feel like I read something about this once. These guys are... So I have to like make up an important detail.
If you want, I can tell you something.
That would be awesome.
Okay, so these are known henchmen of an old villain, someone who's been disappeared a long time ago, named Zordath.
Zordath.
Yes.
Okay. Like I couldn't sleep the other night and I was reading through like all of these old villains and these are totally henchmen of this super old villain named Zordath and nobody's heard from in a really long time.
Brown.
Do we recognize the name and get a really intense reaction shot where we're all like, I mean, we can react like that anyway, even if we don't know the name.
Right? And then Olivia will be like, who's Zordath?
I don't know, but they sound bad.
My follow-up question is, do I know anything about Zordath besides that these are his henchmen?
Zordath, his original plan was to spread across the world and turn everybody into monsters.
This guy was a total monster-phile. He wanted to like turn everybody into monsters. It was super crazy, you guys.
I mean, that doesn't sound so bad if consent is given, but seriously, that's important.
I think it was non-consensual, I'm pretty sure.
I mean...
And when you say monsters, is that like the bee guy? Because
yeah.
that's not like total monster. And
Yeah,
like
but like,
honeybees are disappearing. Like we really do need that.
okay, but imagine if somebody turned you into a bee with shield arms, and that's not what you wanted to be.
Do we know if this monsterification is reversible?
You wouldn't know. Not
Oh,
from the
no.
files.
I don't know. I fell asleep halfway through reading it.
Right.
Yeah, that happens to me a lot, but it's usually like on page 3.
I'm gonna step forward and pull out my neon pink Triceratops themed Ebenezer Sonic. Oh man, I forgot the whole name. 7-string guitar. Hold on, I got it here. We have all of our like gear from the playbook, right?
When you morph, you get your weapons and stuff.
All right, my Ebenezer XG3000 7-string Rapid Sonic Lightning Thunder Glaive guitar. And I'm going to start playing, and I'm basically going to hold out my hand like this, pointing at the bee and nodding at it, and saying, "You're going down before you hurt anyone else." And I'm activating Game Face, which gives me a +1 forward to defeat a terrible enemy. And considering how terrible bee shield seems to be in your estimation, Trish, that's where I'm going.
Okay.
But for now, I'm just playing sick disco riffs.
Yeah, so
which are a thing.
Okay. What's next?
I will also transform. If one person's doing it, obviously I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some
Yeah, I think-
transformation going. Yay!
All right.
Disco dino powers activate.
Take wing!
Take wing.
Take wing. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to say that. Disco Dino Powers activate. Take wing! I do that after I transformed because I forgot to say it.
Trish says it too, but you can tell by the way she says dino that she thinks it's super uncool.
Dinos are awesome!
Okay.
Like Olivia says dino exactly opposite from Trish. Like super excited and like really into it, like dino.
There is a disco song called Night on Disco Mountain, which is a disco reimagining of Night on Bald Mountain, which includes epic guitar solos recreating Night on Bald Mountain over disco synth jive. That's probably what I'm playing right now.
That sounds freaking awesome.
I wish I could find it. It's on the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. Why do I know this? Yeah.
All right, so we've all transformed.
We are entering battle as a team, right?
Yes, you are.
Cool. I get to use captain, which lets me add an extra team to the pool and carry +1 forward because I'm supposedly the leader.
Oh shit! I step back and be like, "I'm so sorry, Morgan. I didn't mean to step on your leader toes. I just got so excited that we were out here as a team again. My gosh!
It's fine. You're fine. You're fine. It's all good. We're getting where we need to be.
I stole your thunder, like literally in my name."
Have the thunder. Here's now.
So, there's a couple
Cassandra goes over
questions.
to Garnet and gives them a hug.
Aww.
It's all right.
Garnet's definitely a hugger, but she's still playing the guitar with her left hand, so she's.
Yeah, there's a couple of questions when you enter battle against dangerous foe as a team. So, Morgan, do you have influence over everyone?
Nope.
Okay. I'm going to give you a team point for everyone has the same purpose in the fight. Mostly because I need to change that when I actually get to rewriting the sheet, because in the world of Power Rangers, you all always have the same
Yeah.
purpose. So you'll get an extra team point for that. Does anyone mistrust Morgan?
No, I trust her completely.
Okay.
Her? I don't remember Morgan's pronoun. Can we pull up the thing?
She,
I have
her.
too many windows open. Sorry about that.
I think we're all she, right?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Girl team.
And we're all sort of subversions of our color stereotypes, which I also kind of really like.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means you have... Start with 1, so you have 5 team in your pool right now.
Oh.
Okay.
So that
Cool.
means you can use that to help each other. You can spend it selfishly. However, there is a mechanic for this. Well, you'll see it on your sheet. I haven't actually decided on a name, but it's like your ultimate move. It's when you all combined to do that one big attack that finishes off the villain. To get there, you have to spend 5 team to help each other.
Gotcha.
So does that mean we have to spend that 5 all at once?
No,
Or-
not at all. No, not all at once. Just every time you spend a team, you get to check that off, and then once you have 5, you're working together enough that you can combine your weapons or whatever it is you want to do, and deliver a deadly blow.
Where is that on the? Is
It's
it on
not
a sheet?
in the Roll20. It's on the sheet that I gave you. So that's a mechanic that I'm adding for this.
Okay.
So that's actually an encouragement to use the team.
That's the point.
I'm not
cool.
seeing it, but I just want to read it. Oh, I see it. It's the advanced team move ultimate ability thing.
Yep.
Oh, okay, I see it now.
Mhm.
Cool. I really like that a lot.
All right. So, what's the first move you want to take against?
I start to jump forward to like attack, but then I look at Morgan and I kind of like,
Go.
come on. It's all you.
So yeah, I guess I'm gonna start attacking E-lady over here.
Morgan's the leader, you guys. It's not me. I can't be the leader. Mental breakdown off screen.
Okay. You're going to. Are you doing some sick martial arts?
Yes.
Okay. Roll to directly engage.
I don't care. Oh, this is gonna go really well. Not using this. Hey, that's an 8.
All right.
Okay. Which means you have one option. Oh, roll call RP. Thank you for the raid. So you have one choice.
I'm gonna create an opportunity for my allies.
Okay. Nice. Which means, which one were you attacking?
B shield. B shield. There we go.
Okay.
Oh, can I ask a question about that real quick?
Yeah.
If I understand, because of the assess the situation Trish did, Morgan gets a +1. Is that right?
No, Trish gets +1.
Just Trish, not
Yes.
the group. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
The person who doesn't assess the situation gets the +1.
All right. Good to
Okay,
know.
so you create an opportunity for your teammates, which means that you get hit back. So you deliver some punches, some kicks. V-Shield takes most of it by throwing up his arms, and then knocks you aside. However,
Alright.
while dealing with you, it opens up an opportunity for one of your teammates to attempt something.
I could do it if no one else wants to. All right. I am going to, if a backflip's all right, because I'm really into backflips while playing guitar, I'm going to backflip over Morgan and V-Shield if that's not too far. And what I want to do is I'm going to use my sort of whip yo-yo guitar pick and try to wrap it around like part of V-Shield and kind of pull them over onto the ground and then retract it and continue playing. That's what I want to do. Let's see what actually happens.
Yeah. Directly engage a threat.
All right, and I get a +1 on this, and I'm not because of the game face, but I'm not sure how to do that. Oh, I needed to mark a condition, so I'm going to be guilty because of what happened with my past team.
Okay.
So I don't know how to do that with Roll20 in addition to rolling this, so I'm just going to roll and then have to add 1 to it.
Yeah, when you roll, it offers you a chance to put in
Yeah,
a
it
number
should
for a
offer you a
bonus or
chance.
penalty.
Let's see. So I clicked the button. And then let me look at the chat. Oh, I see. Cool. So I rolled a 7.
Okay, which means you get one option from directly engage your threat, so you can resist or avoid some blows. You can take something from them. You can create another opportunity. You can impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Are the shields attached?
Yes.
So I was thinking of taking one of the shields, but that sounds possibly above our rating. Because we're teen friendly, right? In terms of the viewing audience.
I mean, if you want to take the shield, I'm not going to stop you. We ran a Sabbat game on this channel. I'm sure it's fine. Nothing you're going to do here is going to be more graphic than anything they did there.
Oh,
so.
I meant in this specific world, we're aiming for teen friendly. Like I'm on board with.
I mean,
It's cartoon blood. It's fine.
Yeah.
I was thinking of doing what I saw. I watched Evangelion this weekend again, and I was thinking of going full Berserker Evangelion, but maybe eating B shield isn't good right now. I don't know. What do you think? Anyway.
Nah.
I am going to take the shield from them, or one of the shields, yes, whichever makes more sense.
Yeah, so you take one of the shields. So you get the shield, and then B shield turns to you and is, "Hey, that's mine!" And then several stingers in the shield you're holding fire out and hit you. Roll to take a powerful blow, so roll on your conditions on your character sheet.
Okay. What I would like to do as this happens is basically kind of, and I know this won't affect the roll, and I'm not trying to do that, but basically I kind of want to fling it away as far as I can. Is that cool?
Yeah, you can have that. You can have that.
Which won't affect the thing. It just it.
Yeah, no. You're still gonna take. So roll to take that.
All right. Let's see, and then. Okay. That's a hit.
Okay, so when you roll to take a powerful blow, you want to technically fail the roll. You want the lower the better on taking a powerful blow. So a 7 means that you choose one. You can choose to lash out verbally and provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition on a teammate. You can give ground, giving your opposition an opportunity, or you can struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
All right, so I'm thinking what happens is I'm looking back at the rest of the team that hasn't entered the fray yet. And I am going to turn around and I'm going to basically start playing like a sort of disco bluesy guilt trip at them as they pierce my arm and I'm bleeding and I'm still playing and I'm like, come on, team! What are you doing?
So,
we're gonna die!
Who specifically do you want to provoke?
You can do me. I'll mark guilty.
Okay. Actually, I don't know if this inflicts a condition, does it?
No. So when you
Okay.
You're going
does
to
anyone
attempt
want
to
to-
provoke
want to-
somebody to do...
I actually had a plan on something to do next, which would sort of really go well with.
That would-
Then I'm going to go with
provoking.
Olivia, if that's cool.
Okay, yeah. So,
Okay.
you provoke Olivia into taking an action.
Trish just feels bad as a free action.
Okay.
Not
So-
really, though.
So I think, well, first of all, I would need this to be that like there are other people around. Like we're on a public street, so we rushed over there to see the monsters, but like other people have gathered around to see the monsters too.
Oh, of course.
So there's like an audience, and Olivia like pulls her microphone out of her back pocket, and she starts like talking into it, and at first it's like really low and it sounds like she's kind of just like mumbling, and then she gets louder and louder and like faster and faster, and then you realize like she's doing like this rap song, and this is like her microphone is her blaster, I think is what I said it was. Yes, her microphone is her blaster. And she's doing stage fighting, which is when you directly engage a threat with an audience watching, mark a condition to roll superior instead of danger.
Nice.
Okay.
So I'm going to mark guilty because I was just sort of standing by watching this fight take place, and now Garnet's been injured.
Okay.
And then yay! Got a hit.
Okay, so you also get one of those options. So you can resist or avoid their blows. You can take something from them. You can create an opportunity for an ally. You can impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I think I want to make an opportunity for an ally.
Okay.
So whoever goes next has an opportunity.
Okay. Yeah, so you take your shot. You hit B Shield, who stumbles back. When you do that, sort of looks at you, and she calls her sword and sends out an attack that hits you. And then there's, like Power Ranger like explosions, and you fall to the ground. But somebody else has an opportunity against B Shield, who is stumbling back from your shot.
Okay.
Which of us hasn't acted yet? I know I haven't.
I don't think
Yeah,
Cassandra
so-
has.
Cassandra and Trish.
I think Cassandra is just going to run up there and pull out her synth daggers and go up to him and say, I think it's time to turn up the noise. And just like swish for swish and try and get in under B Shield's shields.
Okay.
Now,
Roll to
did I
directly
take
engage
both
the threat.
shields or just one of B Shield's shield?
One shield.
One
Okay.
shield. So that is which roll? That is directly engage.
Yes. So you're going to roll danger on the roll 20 sheet.
Oh dang!
Oh no.
That'd be a miss there. So
How low is it?
It's a 5.
it's a
Five.
5.
So you need to be able to give 2.
Could two people assist
Can-
her?
You can use team, can't you?
Yes. So, oh geez, Michi, do you remember we had this question before? Do you remember if it was if more than one person could spend team at a time?
I believe Fox looked it up and it was that you could spin more than one team
Okay.
at a time.
Plus, this is your game, so you're making
Well,
it.
yes.
You can-
Yes. So yeah, you can spend more than one team to help your teammate. But you do have to get it up to a 7. Otherwise, you get to mark potential.
Yeah, like each person can only spend one at a time, but multiple people can assist.
Yes, multiple people.
I am definitely on board to spend team if someone else is.
I am too.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think the way that I assist is just I'm still playing guitar, which starts generating the thunder waves, which is actually lightning, and just kind of zaps it in the back and kind of slows it and stuns it a little bit, making it a little bit easier. So that's what I'm going to do.
And how does Trish assist?
I have a little tiny hand crossbow, and I'm just gonna like sort of drop down low and shoot him in the inner thigh.
Okay.
Just like kind of graze him a little.
Which gives you a 7 for a roll, which means you're directly engaged with that. Means you get to choose one. Resist and avoid blows. Take something from them. You can create an opportunity for your allies. Impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I kind of want to surprise the opposition because I would imagine that after that initial, they were not expecting to get hit. So
Okay, yeah. So you hit him with your
synth daggers.
and he falls back. He's surprised that you weren't supposed to be able to do this to me. How dare you?
So what is a synth dagger? Does it have like a little keyboard on it?
It's basically like, you know, when the way I imagine it is like each of the daggers is like one of her hands, and whenever she moves them, they play the different pitches, and how fast she moves them controls the rhythms. So it's like
That's pretty cool.
Oh, there's an instrument like that. It's like a theremin, but full room.
yeah.
That's so cool. Oh, I love it.
So like a quick stab forward would be like a synth pop, and someone like a drawing across would be like one of those synth slides, and yeah.
That's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So Trish, do you want to take one action?
I can. I'd love to keep shooting this guy with my little crossbow from a very safe distance.
Yeah. He can shoot back, or roll to directly engage a threat.
Okay.
I love that everyone's showing off their. I love this game. This is really well designed.
Okay, so that is also a 7.
I'm going to poke him, and then I'm definitely going to resist or avoid his blows. Sorry, team. She doesn't want to get her pretty face damaged. Come on.
Okay, good. Take the merchandise.
You hit him. He stumbles backwards again. And you just, enough of this. You're bugging me out. And he holds up his arm, and his other shield comes back and reattaches itself.
Of course it does.
And then he shoots everybody. But you're the only one still standing. Everybody else falls to the ground. And you're doing it.
I'm holding a single note.
This is not chill at all.
Unfortunately, Trish, for you, Sorilla walks up behind you and says, "It's time to cut this out," and slices you. You know, Power Ranger explosions. You fall to the ground as well.
Oh, God.
And then both of them walk up to each of you and say, Zordath says hi. And each one of them hits you once, and you demorph, and they take your powers.
That was most not radical.
Oh, not chill at all. Hell.
No.
Not again.
No.
And then they just leave. Leave you on the ground. And you hear Lucinda just... What happened?
Zordath?
What happened was the curse of Zordath. I'm guessing here. I don't actually know. Just sounded good in my head.
Do we have any of our stuff? Like, do we still have our weapons?
Nope.
Everything is gone. Okay.
Yep.
Still have to stop them, though.
Yeah.
You still have your looks, your pretty face.
Still have the music. Disco will never die.
We need to regroup. We should go back to home base and talk to our mentor.
Is our base under the palace?
Oh God, yes, please say yes.
Yes. Yeah, why not?
Our giant robot eventually, the roller rink opens up and then it skates out.
Oh my God.
Have I been thinking about this all week because I've been obsessing about this particular play session?
No.
Yes, yes. I've been very psyched up.
Yeah. So you go back to the palace, and you go beneath the palace. So I have a question. So in one season, their little home base is beneath the museum, and they work at like the museum's restaurant. Do you work at the palace as well? Not just play gigs there, but do you work?
Trish doesn't work.
I think there are almost like personalities that draw people there, or not, depending on how successful we are at doing that. Like Trish definitely does that, but outside of gigs, who knows?
Yeah.
But that's kind of like we hang out there a lot. We're teenagers, right? That's the shtick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Morgan definitely occasionally is the shoe rental girl.
Okay.
Olivia has like a lot of after school commitments, so I think she's the one. She hangs out the least, but like she's always there when it's important.
I don't work there, but I think I do. I don't know if you remember, if you've ever worked at like an arcade and there's that kid who thinks they work there. And they're always like, I have a great idea for how you could rearrange that.
Okay.
I think Cassandra teaches skating lessons to the little kids who are afraid of it, because she likes to show them her prosthetic with a roller skate already on it and be like, if I can do it, you can too.
Oh my gosh, it's the best.
Cassandra has a prosthetic?
It's, her right leg below the knee. So,
Interesting. Cool. That's very cool. What color ranger are you again, Cassandra?
blue.
Wonder if you should be pink and me be blue instead. Because that's a very pink ranger thing. Anyway.
Alright, so you go. Morgan leads you through a door that technically says staff only, and you follow Morgan back and down into your secret base where Lucinda waits for you. Champions, what happened out there?
Got our butts kicked. That's what happened.
Yeah, there was like a bee guy and a princess who they were both really mean.
They said hello from Zordath or whatever that's called.
Right.
And Trish is gonna like collapse dramatically on the nearest piece of furniture.
Oh my gosh! I got her a blanket and a glass of water and another glass of water.
Thank you.
Olivia's like pacing back and forth like she can't stay still. She's like vibrating.
I also get you a fan and a blanket and a glass of water. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do with them, but...
Right. Start juggling, it's fine.
Zordath, that's not good. Can you still morph?
No.
No. Our
Let's
powers.
Discontinued powers activate. Take
Take
wing.
wing!
Take wing.
Take! I start flapping my hands. Like,
Yeah.
Does Olivia's microphone like appear? She's like looking at her hand like,
it's okay. We can just do vigilante justice. It's fine. It'll be fine. We're still a team. The music hasn't left us.
That's unfortunate. There
we'll
may
have
be
to
another
sing
way.
a cappella.
Another power source. You're going to have to go to there's an old record store on the north side of Oak Bay. You'll have to go there. Maybe you can find it, and if you can, stop Zordath.
I have been needing to get some. There's this Dawn in the Summer import EP I've been looking to pick up.
Wait, if there's another power source, why hasn't anyone else gotten it before us? What does it look like?
Well, last time it was seen, it looked like little gems attached to microphones.
Oh. Olivia perks up when she hears microphones.
I mean, obviously, it's a second verse. We're in the first verse. We're transitioning to the chorus right now, and then we'll go to the second verse. It's just a timing thing. It's cool. It'll be fine.
So there's microphones, but are there 2 turntables?
We'll bring our own if they don't have it.
Maybe.
We got to see where it's at first.
Okay, so where is this record store? Do we have directions? Can we go there? How far is it? Do we get a cab or an Uber? What's going on? What's going on?
You want to get a cab or something? It's a bit of ways. It's on the north side. It's called DJ Penguins.
Yeah.
Okay. DJ Penguins.
Okay.
Hopefully they're still there.
Like Olivia already has her phone like out. She has like a window with the Uber app where she's like ordering an Uber, and then she like flips and she's like doing the GPS and like, oh yeah, it's not that far. I know where this is, guys. Come on, let's go.
Maybe we should just take the van. You know our gig van?
We have a van?
I just made that up earlier in the session. It's got all of our dinos brushed on the side.
I mean, it makes
Why not
sense.
both?
Sure.
We totally have.
Sure.
It's
How else do we get all stuff around?
It probably doesn't run very well. We might have to push it part of the way.
Olivia's like, oh, there's a route. There's no uphill. Okay, cool.
Cool. It's amazing how Google Maps has evolved.
Okay, so
Scene change.
yes. I always love how
Smash cut.
in Power Rangers everything's a smash cut. So it's like,
Yeah.
let's go this place, and then they're just there.
Wow.
Boom.
Yeah, so you smash cut to DJ Penguin's record shop. It's a small brick building. Inside it looks kind of like almost like a used bookstore. There's just crates of old records just piled everywhere. There's not really a system to it. It's just kind of everywhere. The man behind the counter is maybe early 30s. Can I help you?
I hope so. Do you have Donna Summer's recent import EP?
Yeah, back corner, blue crate on the left.
I go off and I start looking for it.
Do you sell
Priority.
microphones here?
Something like fancy, high end, maybe not like
Right.
on the sales floor, maybe like something in the back or
In the
in
Real
back.
blingy shit.
Right.
yeah.
Oh, I know what you're looking for. And he presses a button under the counter, and a door swings open. When the door swings open, there's like, it looks like almost like there's like a castle back there for some reason. Like there's just like stone walls and like a fire torch that leads downstairs.
I have been here like 20 times in the last month and I've never seen this. What the hell?
I'm gonna lean over to Olivia and be like, that was way too easy. Keep an eye on him.
Every record store has a secret base dungeon. I just assumed it was common knowledge. Also, every high school has like an evil cult or 5 and an alien space princess attending. That's
Well, I knew that part.
Sure. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't know, Then I'm going to start rattling off random other facts that are true of fictional universes. I'm out of ideas right now, but I'm just kind of babbling about that.
Okay. Do you go down the steps?
Absolutely.
Yep.
But I'm carrying the Donna Summer EP. Unless he stops me.
No, he doesn't stop you. You go down to the bottom, and there are 5 pedestals, each with a microphone, with a gem set into them, one for each of your colors. There's a lady down there that looks almost exactly like Lucinda, except for her hair's a different color.
I think Cassandra is just like, Lucinda, you dyed your hair. It looks absolutely gorgeous.
No, I'm not Lucinda. I'm her sister.
Lucinda has a sister? Did any of you know about this?
Olivia like shakes her head, but her eyes are on the microphone.
I don't really talk to Lucinda. I probably should do that.
I talked to Lucinda, but she never mentioned it.
Well,
wouldn't
okay,
have.
so none of us knew that Lucinda had a sister, so what's your name?
Rhonda.
Well, can you help me, Rhonda? Because we need a new source of power.
Yes.
One person got it, yes.
Yes, I can help you. There. Step forward, champions. It is time you take the Millennium gems and become knights.
Knights? Like people who rode on horseback and stuff.
Riding on horseback's cool.
Sort of. You won't have horses. You'll
Oh.
have power much like you did before, but you'll be stronger, able to take on the new threat you face.
Well, that sounds cool.
I'm into it.
Do we
get
still
new
get noble
costumes?
steeds?
I mean, it feels like we came all this way to just be like, actually, I don't know. I think I'm just hungry for a sandwich. Doesn't seem good.
I could go for a sandwich.
I mean, yeah, I could, but I also think we should, do this night thing too.
What kind of sandwich are we talking?
A Reuben.
Oh, I could go for a good Reuben. Oh
Right,
yeah, but
power.
What?
Power.
Anyway,
What's a Reuben?
oh, it's so good. It's got. I actually don't know what's in it.
Legit.
I never
think
paid
Reubens
attention
are
to
a
that.
thing
a
in
Reuben?
Australia.
That's in character. I never paid attention to what's in it. I just
Corn. Corned beef.
Sauerkraut and
Olivia's like literally listing all the stuff.
What is corned beef?
Oh my god, it's so good.
It is
like
so
it's
good.
like beef with corn on it.
No.
No.
it's about how like the meat is cured and all that, and it's really
Right.
Wait, you give the meat medical attention?
Trish is like slowly edging towards her microphone.
Oh, right, the microphones.
No, like Olivia already has her microphone in her hand. It's like you guys didn't even notice. She was like there and back.
I look at it, not sure what to do with the microphone.
Trish is going to pick the yellow one because it's her birth month stone.
It doesn't have any strings.
Gotta grab the microphone. Yep.
I pick it up and I'm like,
So what you do, Garnet, is you hold it and you sing into it.
I've seen you use it. I'm just.
It's for your voice.
I don't sing.
Also, like,
No.
you can also like get an acoustic instrument and put the microphone on it.
That's true. So like you can put the microphone to your guitar, because I've forgotten the whole list of names that it has.
Rattles
And
it
that'll
off.
make it louder.
But it needs an amp to be louder. It's an electric guitar. It's
Yeah, but if it were acoustic,
Right.
like Bob. Who do I look like? Bob Dylan?
Does Garnet look like Bob Dylan?
No.
I mean,
the jawline's all wrong.
you know,
I haven't decided what she looks like. I didn't think about that part. I was busy coming up with weird ideas. She probably looks like Cutie Honey, if you're familiar with Cutie Honey by Go Nagai. If you're not, redhead with short hair.
Cool.
so we can become Millennium Knights, you said. Are there any, like, I don't know, like, so the noble steed isn't a thing, but are there any, like, other things aside from being stronger and whatnot? Or are there any, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, what's the catch?
Oh, good question. I forgot about that.
Did you ask Lucinda all these questions when she gave you?
Well, the others don't, but I'm kind of new in town and I'm still trying to figure things out. So, you know.
Lucinda got it worse than this. Just
Okay,
Apparently
and
they
then,
said
well,
you
I
got it
guess
worse.
the catch is you take the powder and then fight monsters.
Do we still get to do music while fighting monsters?
Yes, if
'Cause
that's what you wish.
That's kind of necessary. It's really important.
What if we were evil people and we picked up these microphones? Would we become good people?
Ooh, good question.
Is that
This
part
could
of
be
the
a whole
power?
like reform thing.
Because
I
you
mean,
seem
we're not
super-
sure.
Yeah. Well,
Just to be clear.
But like, what if, like
there's
this?
there doesn't seem to be any vetting process for this at all.
But if they become good, this could replace prison culture in America completely.
Unless
But,
these are the only 5 stones, in which we're totally
Yeah,
keeping.
what if you use the stone once, then it cracks and breaks?
Oh, that's a good point.
Mhm.
Well, I think it all sounds bonzo. Let's do it. And
Oh yeah, I'm definitely
goes over
doing
and
it.
picks up the blue microphone.
I'm in,
Seems
but I
like-
have one question, Rhonda. Do you have any Reuben sandwiches?
No, there's a shop on the corner.
Will you spring for Reuben sandwiches? Because I'm kind of between paydays right now, and I'm a teenager. I blew all my money on bubble tea earlier today.
oh, and
No, I have no money to give you for Reuben sandwiches.
All right. So I'll take one for the team. I'm in. Without a sandwich.
So what do we have to do, Rhonda, to activate these powers?
If you, it shouldn't be much different than before. You should be able to tap into the same energy.
Okay.
I'm gonna try it. Disco Dino powers activate. What was the second part?
Take wing.
Take wing.
Take wing.
Yeah, you become the.
I say it's even sparklier than my before outfit.
Yeah.
Dino disco powers activate. Take wing. I tried saying it differently. Does it work?
Yeah, it works. You morph. How does your costume look slightly different?
It's okay. Here it is. Before I was hot pink but solid. Now it's really flashy, bright neon pink, like aggressive neon. like you know the neon I'm talking about. Like the neon. You're like why would someone use this in their design? Neon.
Yeah, so I like Olivia's costume before was like completely black, but now it's like black and there's like flames coming from the crotch upward toward it's like all right, I mean that's an unfortunate design flaw, but like otherwise
I love it so, Darren.
So like Morgan's outfit looks kind of exactly the same as before, just the generic red and everything, except now the headpiece has like headphones that have cat ears lighting up.
Yes.
It's very chill.
They're sound activated, so
What about Sandra?
I'm racking my brain to think of how to coolify a Power Rangers or Millennium Knights costume.
Did you see the weird fractal pterodactyl head thing I put in the chat?
Yes, I might go a different direction.
I'm just throwing out ideas. It's cool.
So I think before it was very like basic and wetsuity, and now it's got like a kind of cute little ruffly skirt on it. And so it's like instead of being 2 shades of blue, it's like 4 different shades of blue that all kind of like meld together, and it's got patterns on that go running down the arms so that any motion that she makes with her arms is just totally exaggerated.
Oh, that's very cool. I like that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome. And this is good. Now, Millennium Knights, Oak Bay needs you more than ever.
Millennium Disco Dino Nights.
Yes. If you say so.
It's really important.
Okay, well, good luck out there. And that's where we're going to go to break. We're going to take a quick 10 minutes, and we will be right back. Hello and welcome back to Millennium Knights, the Curse of Zordath. They just got their powers to become the Millennium Knights. And now they have a couple of monsters to deal with, as Bishu and Sordarilla are still on the loose. And they also have Zordath himself to take care of. So do you wish to find the monsters, or do you have something else planned first?
I think we should host a gig at the roller rink and invite the monsters to come to it.
We should hire and rent out one of those giant neon signs that says, "Come visit our show, Zordath, you big coward," or something like that.
We'll call him out
Yeah.
to dance.
Yeah, like Olivia is like, we should go on a public access channel. And like, you know how those professional wrestlers like taunt each other and like trash talk and everything? Like, I'll just go on and do that for Zordath and be Mr. and Pretty Princess.
I was when you first said that, I was imagining it was one of those 2 armchair shows where someone's interviewed and it's like, today on Armchair Talk, we have Cassandra Crescent from the Millennium Disco Dinosaur Nights talking about why Zordath is a cowardly little bitch. Hello, Cassandra Crescent. I don't know.
Write a rockin' song, like a call out, Mean Girls. Come fight us, Zordath.
And then like at the end, it'll be like, now to our musical break. And it's us like singing a song, like a diss track. For Zordath.
But a funky disco track.
Oh yeah,
you can dance
definitely.
to, or at least that you can cuddle to with your honey. So it sounds like we're provoking?
Definitely.
Yeah! Who wants to roll to provoke?
It should be whoever has the most superior. Probably.
I have a
Oh,
+1.
No, that's me, isn't it?
No, I don't. I have a
I have
0.
a +2.
Ooh.
Yep.
You have a 3 because you're the leader. So
The leader, yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, Morgan, our fearless leader.
Morgan is our fearless leader.
Provoke the crap out of Zordath.
That's a 12.
That is nice.
Critical
That's like a
hit.
really
okay, so on a 12, I should
Do
pull
all the stuff.
the provoke. They rise to the bait and do what you want. So yeah, is the plan to I'm not sure. There was a lot of. Was
I like the
So,
concert plan.
No, I
Okay.
think what it should be is like it's disco night at the roller rink because we want to do this like on our own turf, right?
Mhm.
So it's disco night at the roller rink where the live band playing.
We should have it outside though, to like minimize collateral damage to the building.
Maybe the palace has an opening roof. Oh, that doesn't
Yeah.
needed.
No.
Or like an outside skate park
That could be
concert
fun.
area.
Does it have that?
It could.
Well, where else do we set the drum kit on fire?
That's a good point. In my head at first, it was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 with the Go Ninja Go rap in a totally realistic club. But this works too. I'm on board.
Okay. So
Cassandra,
Morgan,
did you have something to say, and we were all talking over you, or did I just miss that?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. I'm really nervous about talking over people. So.
Morgan, what do you say when you provoke?
Oh, God.
Maybe we should all whisper to you and whisper it in your ear.
Right.
But all of us are whispering from different scripts.
Right, like we're all saying different things.
So I think Morgan is going to just like kind of go and like promote this giant concert. Just like, yeah, like there's been a lot of monsters in the city lately, and just want to see those monsters come out and see how they fare on a dance off. Yeah.
At the very end, Olivia like sticks her head in like, fuck Zardoth.
Yeah, that.
Okay. And then smash cut to the concert, the skate park, the outdoor skate park stage. And at first nothing happens. There's just a group of people, partying at this concert. And then of course they all start screaming and they run away because Zordath, B-Shield, and Swordrilla enter the area. So people freak out and they start running away.
But the music continues.
Oh yeah, the music continues.
We like rigged it up so we can just hit a button and we can transform, but the music keeps going like
Yeah.
perfectly in sync.
We got
That's so good.
loop going, it's fine.
Yes.
Our instruments start like having like beams of energy over them. Because that seems like something they would do in Power Rangers with a cheap CG effect.
Yeah. So you demorph?
We more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
Maybe-
gosh, can it be like a chorus to one of the songs of like Disco Dino Powers Activate, Take Wing?
But do we all
It's like-
have to say
or
it in
it's-
unison right now? On
No, it's
screen?
like that where it's like disco, and then the audience goes like Dino, like, as they're running away, because like it's just instinct to like say the next lines of the song.
I love it. I love it.
So yes.
So, does that mean on the count of 3, we all in unison have to say "take wing"?
I think it does.
Sure, let's try it.
As our leader, you should count us down.
Oh.
I
Right.
mean,
3.
I can do it if you want. You just have to tell me to.
Right. 3, 2, 1.
Take wing.
Wing!
That was not as
I
bad as
feel like it's very in keeping with Olivia's brand that she said it the first and the fastest.
Okay. So B-Shield steps forward and says, "Fine, let's get this over with."
All right.
All right.
Do we have our Zords?
Is it too soon for swords? Do we need
Yeah, like how do we do that?
So it's not technically part of the rules, but technically wait till they grow in size. So yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna throw a microphone at B-Shield.
Woohoo!
Oh, okay. Yeah, roll to directly engage a threat.
Just pick one up and fling it. Oh, hey, that's an 11.
Nice.
Nice. So you get 2 options.
I am going to resist or avoid their blows because I would like that not to happen again. And impress, surprise, or frighten because I just threw a microphone at them.
Okay. So I like the idea that B-Shield's just kind of like he says that, and then he like starts terrorizing the people, and as he's like turned away, the microphone just hits him in the head.
I love it.
And it, what the hell? And he turns around to you and goes to shoot stingers at you. How do you avoid or resist them?
Could someone else move to protect or defend?
Well, in this case, because Morgan chose to resist or avoid the blows, she just gets to do it. So she just gets to avoid or resist the blows in this case.
So Morgan probably would have picked up some like defensive backflipping from either Garnet or Olivia and just like kind of backflip away from these beams. It's like, aha, not this time.
Okay.
Can I go next? Is that okay?
Go for it.
Yeah.
All right. What I want to do is with the now empty mic stand that Morgan threw the microphone from, I'm going to jump forward and kind of do a handstand and push myself off of the microphone towards B Shield, trying to connect with both feet and knock B Shield over and unconscious, which I know is not feasible with the rules, but I still want to try it. That's the intention. And then kind of backflip up and start hopping and playing guitar still. I know that's a lot, but all right. So let's see. And then I click that, and then I go here. 7.
Yes.
All right. So I am going to choose. I think I'm going to choose resist or avoid their blows and have this. Yeah, I connect, but it doesn't really work. Like maybe like I connect with their shield or possibly even with their head, and they just kind of shrug it off, and it wasn't hard enough. And then I end up hopping. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, they're too strong. I used both of my feet.
Well, who wants to attempt something next?
I have something that I wanted to do last fight, but it didn't happen. And now I'm like extra mad because Princess Swords stole my powers. And I'm going to reach down and grab like some sand or like gravel or whatever, like just sort of loose sandy we sprinkle all over the floor in case people spill their drinks outside, so it's easy to sweep up afterwards. And I'm gonna like rush forward and fling it in her eyes, or attempt to do so.
Okay. Roll to and directly engage a threat.
Okay. No.
That is a 4.
And you're going against Sordita?
Sordita?
Princess Sword Hands, right? Or is it not her hands?
It's like all over her. She's made of swords.
Yes.
So Princess Sword then, I guess.
So technically you have plenty of team
Maybe we
points.
should use team because that's what we need to transform anyway at some point, right?
If we play 3, if we put all the 3 remaining team into making this a hit, we get to do that ultra move thing.
Right.
Whatever that does.
Yeah.
With the Megazord.
Seems worth it.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, this seems like a good fight to do that with.
Yeah, so which 3 help?
Olivia will help. So she has like her microphone out, and she's actually like talking to the audience that's sort of fleeing, but like there's obviously still going to be some people that are like, oh, what, how people just can't always leave when there's a disaster happening because they got to see what's going on. So she's like on the stage, like strutting around and like pointing at like people who are turning back to look and see what's going on. And she grabs the microphone stand and uses it like a sword to try to like slip it in between some of the princess swords. Like, you know, you have to use something that's like them to defeat them.
At the same time, Cassandra is wearing her cheetah prosthetic, and she runs and slides in between the sword princess's legs and comes up in back with one of her synth daggers and just does like a synth scream all the way up her back, trying to pierce anything.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, so that gives you a 7. So you get to choose one option.
I want to take something away, and I want to take away her sight.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, you
nice.
take away her sight. Unfortunately, when you take away her sight, she flies around. She does smack you once, sending you stumbling. Please roll to take a powerful blow.
Okay. And I roll under conditions?
Yes.
Okay. Damn. All right.
you just hear Cassandra screaming, "Trish, no!"
No.
I will mark 2 conditions to struggle past the pain.
Okay. However, after all of that, there's a big explosion for some reason behind Sordrilla, and she falls over, and she is out of the fight.
Trying desperately to come up with a satisfactory one-liner and failing.
Sounds like you blunted her edge.
Ha.
Ah.
Not so sharp now.
It's actually a little flat. I know, I just,
Ha.
right, justice battle. Just completely changed gears. It was good. It was good. I need it to be good.
What does Zordath look like? Zordath.
He looks kind of like, sort of like some kind of virus sort of come to life. He doesn't have like a concrete form or anything. He seems to kind of shift a little bit as he goes. Sometimes he as he walks around, there'll be like little pieces of him that he leaves behind, and then they like chase after him. He's probably like a brownish red color.
Kind of like Plankton from SpongeBob in terms of like kind of looks like a giant germ sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But with an evil cape, I'm assuming.
Oh, of course. He's got to have an evil cape.
Does he have a skateboard? Because if so, I'm jealous.
No capes.
No skateboard.
No capes, yeah.
I think Cassandra is going to stand up and say, "I think it's time we told this other one to buzz off," and is going to go for the bee dude.
Okay.
So that is directly engaged. This is not a good choice for Cassandra, but she's doing it anyway.
To be fair, we don't actually know B Shield's pronouns.
Oh crap,
Right.
that was a hard miss.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's a 3.
Oh.
You still technically, because you get the same amount as you did earlier, you technically still have 4 team points. If you all wanted to really work hard to get this up to a...
I'm
Right.
honestly okay with taking the hit. and getting, is it potential in this game?
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's true.
How are you attacking?
I'm going to say that Cassandra is feeling very cocky after having helped take down Sword Lady, and is going to try and like handspring into him and see if she can get kind of up over the shield and come down over top.
Excellent. Excellent, Cassandra.
Okay, yeah. As you do this, he sort of catches you in the middle of the move and just throws you to the side. Um, roll to take a powerful blow.
Five, so that's a miss.
So how do you land? So you get to mark a second potential, and you land well. You don't take any damage from it. So how do you avoid this being worse than it could have been?
I think she kind of spins backwards through the air and just rolls with it and comes down and kind of rolls backwards on the ground a couple of times before coming into that like perfect superhero 3-point landing, like head coming up and like, no, that you're not going to get rid of me that easily.
That's good.
Anybody else have something they want to try?
I think Olivia is also going to turn toward B Shield, and she has the microphone now, and she's going to do stage fighting again. So she's going to be like trash talking B Shield into the microphone, and like the end of the microphone sort of like starts glowing and pulsing, and then she holds out the microphone toward B Shield as if she's like waiting for them to say something, but the microphone like spits out like these fireballs like at B Shield, like.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, let's see if it works. Yeah.
Okay. So pick two options.
I think I definitely want to do the resist their damage, and I guess create an opportunity.
Okay. So you fire at B Shield. B Shield fires back, but your shots take out his as you hit him. While he's distracted by you, one of your teammates has an opportunity to do something.
I got something if no one else minds. All right. So what I want to do is backflip over the body of Swordilla. And I'm going to use my yo-yo thing while I'm playing to pull one of the swords off of her and fling it towards B Shield. Hopefully from behind for what will be a devastating blow, I hope.
Okay. So you have an opportunity. Roll a directly engage a threat with a +1.
Okay. All right. So that will be that. And then that. And then that is a 9. If we have team, I can go up to a 10 if someone will help me.
Yeah. What are you trying to do? Sorry.
I am flinging a sword from Sordita's body into the back of B Shield.
Okay. Well, I was thinking of attempting to provoke him, so I can do that as like a help action. I
Mhm.
think just to like distract him so he doesn't see the sword coming.
That's awesome.
Okay.
So I am going to let's see now. I am going to what I would like to do, and this might be too much, so feel free to say so. What I would like to take from with this is I don't know. I'm really torn, and I'm tempted to say take their life. Is that too much? Is that too dark?
Yeah, I mean he's gonna go down anyways.
Okay.
But
All right. I think what I want to do then is frighten the opposition with our teamwork and skill. And I guess I'm going to resist and avoid blows, I guess.
okay, yeah. So you fling the sword, and it hits B-Shield in the back. And there's a few explosions, and V-Shield falls over. B-Shield is down. Zordath, not liking this, attacks everybody.
Can we have that moment like as B Shield goes down where we like all turn and strike our poses like ready for Zordath?
Hell yeah.
Love it.
And
But
then
also-
Olivia has her microphone in one hand and like the stand in the other.
Nice, nice. And then Zordath unleashes an attack on all of you. Now, Garnet will resist and avoid the blow. However, everybody else, roll a powerful blow.
Also, I mark potential with the defeat of B Shield. I'd also like to mark Zordath with Game Face, if that's okay.
Okay.
And I'm gonna mark guilty.
Ooh, that's an
again.
8. Dang.
Hmm.
Ow.
Mine. Did it come up? Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Oh God,
Ooh, we got our first full hit.
Oh,
So,
no.
worst.
we'll start
The
first
worst.
at Trish.
Okay.
You have a 7, so choose one option.
I am going to choose to lash out verbally. Because Garnet is the only one kind of not being attacked right now. I'm gonna be like, do something, take him out.
All right. So my foolish action is going to be I'm going to turn and I am going to charge, jump, kick at Zordath and basically try to Mario stomp him while playing guitar.
Okay. Yeah, so you run up, you do that, and he catches you, and he does the thing where he spins you around for a couple turns and then throws you back to your teammates.
Oh, that's dizzying. I probably stopped playing for a second because real threat.
Oh no. That's when we know it's bad.
Cassandra, you have an 8. Choose one option from the 7 to 9 list.
I think I'm going to give ground. So Cassandra tries to kind of backflip out of the way like she did earlier, but it just totally fails and she's knocked like flat on her back on the ground.
Okay. So you give up an opportunity. Morgan, you have a 9.
I think I am going to struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
Okay. And Olivia, you have an 11, which is a full hit, which means on a 10 plus you can choose one. You can remove yourself from the situation, you can lose control of yourself.
Can I defend Olivia from this somehow?
Oh, if you want to, you can.
Okay. I think what I'm going to try to do is basically try to jump through and pull Olivia out of the... What was his attack? Was it like a wave of force kind of thing?
Yes.
Basically, I'm going to try to like run through and kind of pull her out of the way of it, but also like smoothly and stylishly, like we're trying to keep the dance going.
Okay, so for this roll, Savior.
All right. And I have influence over her.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's the only reason there's a chance. I guess no, 0 is not bad. So let's see how I do. Hey!
Okay, a 7.
Right.
On a
So-
7, on a hit, you keep them safe. So you do, but then in this case it costs you, so you expose yourself to danger and or escalate the situation.
All right. I am going to... Are we cool with escalating the situation?
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean,
Like,
yeah.
it's not big enough
Like-
yet.
This
Okay.
is the boss fight, so yeah.
Okay, so
We're close enough to like an extra bass booster amp, like a whole new rig array on the side of the building. So while we're there, I hit a button and everything gets louder.
okay, so first you also get to choose one. So you can add another team to the pool, can take influence over someone you protect, or you can clear a condition.
If I take influence over Olivia, I get to shift her labels, correct?
Correct.
Olivia, what's the label that you want raised? Is it danger or the danger equivalent? I can't remember what it is. It's
Tough.
tough. Is that what you want raised, Olivia? Like for what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
All right. So I think what I'm gonna say is that I'm gonna say something to her like, "You've got this. You are amazing. You're our hot shot." And I'm shifting her tough up and her mundane down.
Okay.
Nice.
Now, escalate the situation. So you have your ultimate ability available. Do you want to use it right now?
That seems like good time.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
We got to use it sometime.
Right.
Okay. So how does your ultimate? How do you work together? Do you combine your weapons and do a big blaster that shoots Zordath? Do you do a combo attack, or is it a 5-part harmony?
What if it's a 5-part harmony that combines into a large blast attack with all of our elements?
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, that
I
sounds
am
cool.
down.
I like it.
Perfect. So you hit Zordath with that. And there's explosions, and he goes down. And he gets up to one knee, and he says, "This isn't over." And he grows into a giant version of himself.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Awesome!
Not awesome. Not awesome. I
I
mean,
like to imagine all of those reactions were in character.
Well, there's only one thing for it.
It's dino time.
Yes, it's dino time, Trish.
Okay.
I'm
Dino.
excited for dinos. I want to shift Trish's label. I want dino up.
She's like slowly getting into it. She doesn't want to admit it, but she has like
Yes.
these big shoulder pads that have feathers because she saw a picture of a Trudon and it was pretty. So she's like, okay, that one's fine then.
She'll
accept.
One moment. Variant Roles has hosted us for 21 viewers. Thank you.
Aww.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
They're sweethearts.
Yeah.
All right. So, what does each one of your Zords look like?
So my sword is just like this giant, very classic looking T-Rex. Except because it's a DJ and it's got these short little squiggy arms, the turntables are like right here.
Like the marching band drummer things that's kind of raised up.
Yeah. There's like
Cool.
tables on the chest.
Nice. Does it have giant headphones?
Yes, of course. Giant headphones and chest turntables.
Because the theme is dinosaur / music / element. Trish was only willing to accept A, the smartest, and B, the prettiest dinosaur, which happens to be a Troodon. And it has blue feathers, but they're like sheened with gold in keeping with the yellow theme. And she mostly looks like her, but just like super fancy. And with like little speakers blasting music. I don't know.
I love it.
So Olivia's dino is called an ornithomimus, which is one of the fastest dinosaurs. It's sort of ostrichy looking, and it has like its feathers and like coloring matches Olivia's hair, which is like she has like a pink, like half her hair is up in like a pink bun, and then the bottom half is like sort of this tannish light brown color, and then her bangs are like a darker brown. So like it's those three colors in the ornithomimus, and the ornithomimus has like it's bipedal, but it has two like shorter kind of more wing type than arms, and it's wearing a black leather jacket.
Awesome.
So Cassandra has a pterodactyl that's approximately like the shape or the size of the Green Goblin's flying machine from the Spider-Man movies. And she controls it by basically surfing along on its back. And so the pterodactyl's got like blue along the front of its wings, and it kind of fades from, hitting the mic, and it kind of fades from this like deep sea blue back to a paler sky or baby blue as you go backwards.
And mine is fairly large and tankish, if that's okay. It sounds like everyone's going for smaller human-sized. Is that accurate? Or like larger than human? What I was thinking was, I'm a bipedal triceratops on a guitar with roller skates. But there's more. My outfit has changed completely. The triceratops is hot neon pink. Inside, I'm wearing a kind of very minimal 70s, like sequined bikini, basically. If you've seen Buck Rogers, that's the aesthetic I'm going for. So it's shiny. But my clothes otherwise has actually melded into the head of the triceratops. If you look through the eyes or the mouth, you can see me. I'm standing up and I'm controlling it by playing guitar. And the triceratops mirrors the guitar playing. And there's like energy that arcs from me to it. Is this good?
You're fine. Go for
I-
it.
I also forgot to mention that Cassandra has like super long black hair that like is vaguely reminiscent of when Adora becomes She-Ra in the new She-Ra. And so like as she's flying around, there's just this enormous stream of hair coming out behind her.
I love it. So like when I spin, it spins and slides. And the ultimate power is the electricity that comes from the hands playing the guitar, like in a bad music video. but also it's dancing and discoing, and probably has a mirror ball installed somewhere in the belly.
Of course.
Belly button mirror ball.
Yeah. My special attack. I don't know.
Awesome. Before we take one more step here, Cassandra, Zordath's going to use the opportunity they got from you to knock you around a little bit. You don't have to roll powerful blow anywhere and anything, but you get knocked around a little bit. You get moved around the battlefield and stuff. So now, when is your Zord move?
When does my Zord move?
What are your Zord moves? This is for everybody. So
Okay. My Zord move is I see how it works. When you assess the situation while in or on your Zord on a hit, you also see how to bring your friends together. Decrease your Megazord assembly conditions by 1.
okay.
I also decrease assembly conditions by 1.
Okay.
Right.
My Zord move is when you roll to directly engage a threat on 1, take +1 forward against the target and clear condition. Oh, I think that's on a 10 plus. On a 7 to 9, I give an opportunity to an ally as well as choose 1, but I have to put myself in danger.
Okay.
Mine is you can call for the team to combine Zords if you do roll superior. On a hit, you ignore conditions and form the Megazord. On a 7 to 9, mark a condition, or allow the GM to tell you how the effect is unstable.
And mine is perfect shot. Your aim is perfect. When you take a shot at an opponent with your Zord, you always create an opportunity for an ally, even on a miss.
Okay. Awesome.
Cool.
So, you still have your 2 assembly conditions. It is 2. Yes, that is what I said on the sheet. Okay, so, but because you have a move that right now currently reduces it by 1, you only have to meet one of them. Either one, doesn't matter, and you can assemble. Of course, you have a couple other moves available if you want to assemble the Megazord that could ignore them. And if yours are face a formidable foe as a team or give an opportunity to your opponent, so you could technically do it right now. You are facing a formidable foe.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Megazord.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
What do we say when we combine? When we assemble?
Disco Dino powers assemble.
We still do the take wing?
Yes!
Beef of a giant dinosaur.
Disco Dino Fever assemble. Because fever is very disco.
Disco fever.
Or ultimate disco
Yes.
dino fever?
Yeah.
I like it. All right.
By
It
the
could
time
be
we finish saying it, the enemy has run away.
Nope.
If Cassandra's Zord attaches onto the back, then she could be like the wings of the Megazord.
Oh, that's cool. I really want to be like the chest. I feel like that somehow makes sense. But also, like the head of the Triceratops is now on the front of it. Somehow, is that cool?
Right.
So my question is, does the Megazord form into a DJ made of dinosaurs?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yes, absolutely.
that sounds
Yes.
good.
Giant dinosaur chimera.
And does
Olivia is like the legs because she's like, got to keep things moving.
Gotta be fast.
Yeah.
okay?
Gotta keep things
And
moving, keep them
does DJ
grooving.
Rex's turntables turn it and become a sword for the?
I like
No.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, just kind of
It
like
could. What about like a discus, like that turns?
Yeah.
Yes. Or like the thing that Xena throws.
Yeah.
Like,
See, if Olivia's the legs and Garnet's the chest and Morgan is the fists and Cassandra is the wings and Trish is the brain.
You get to
Cool.
form the head, like in the song.
Yes.
Because of course you need to, right? You're the person who needs to.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
All right, so I guess we need to say it now, right? It's what? Ultimate Disco Dino Fever Assemble.
Assemble.
Take wing.
Take wing.
We're definitely taking wing.
Here, take something, that's for sure.
Have a good time. I don't know. I'm trying to remember like some of the stuff people used to shout like on disco dance floors, and it's not. When I was a little
Play
kid,
Freebird.
I loved those dance shows, and I always had recordings on a beta video because I'm old. That had an episode of He-Man and then an episode not of Soul Train, but a more local, more disco kind of thing that my dad adored. And so I watched way too much disco growing up.
So I think since Olivia is the legs, like she does like she makes the legs do like one of those like slide moves and then like a spin around and then like that.
Do you have roller skates?
Why not?
Okay.
Why not? Why not?
Okay.
It's like the motto of this whole game. Why not?
Right.
So, normally, the labels are representative of different things that you're able to do and such. For the Megazord, each label starts at 1. Megazord's neither amazing at anything nor terrible. You have 3 moves. You have adaptive, finishing move, and fine-tuning. What's your move? What do you want to do?
I want to fine tune this bitch real quick.
Okay.
I want to shift mundane down and shift daring, I think, up.
Okay.
So I feel like I'm in like I have like this computer console and I'm just like rapidly typing and like hitting buttons and flipping switches.
Are you wanting to improve our finish? Are you trying to improve our finishing blow move, or the daring is the get around the battlefield and do weird tricks, right?
Yeah, it's daring is
Tough. That's what I meant.
Okay, tough. Okay, yeah, that's
Yes.
Just checking in. I'm still learning.
Yeah, sorry. It was in a different order.
okay. Which condition do you want to mark on your Zord? Or on your Megazord, sorry.
I want to mark angry.
Okay.
I feel like that makes the most sense.
All right. So you
We're
do some
gonna so
fine-tuning?
its eyes like start glowing red as I like start fine tuning. This is a totally different Trish than people normally see. She's like hyper focused, like her brain's going a mile a minute.
No one can see you, so you can let your real smartness out.
True.
I kind of want to. Can we use our regular Zord moves or just the Megazord moves?
Just the Megazord moves for the Megazord.
Okay.
And you don't have to use those moves. You can use your basic moves and directly engage and such.
Okay. I kind of want to also use fine tuning if we're okay with another condition.
Fine with me.
Alright. I want to prep for getting adaptive. So what I want to do is I'm going to make insecure
Okay.
because I'm really nervous about this. And I really want us to be able to respond to anything. And so even as I'm playing, I'm trying to adapt. I adapt the mute by how I'm playing. So I'm trying to use my guitar to program in this whole superior thing so that we own the battlefield. We can do this. We combined are the best.
Okay. So you want superior up? What label do you want down?
Mundane.
Okay.
So that, what are we at now?
So you got 1 in daring, 2 in tough, 1 in savior, 2 in superior, -1 in mundane.
Wouldn't it be a 0 in mundane, or did we shift that down again?
Shifted it down again.
Okay, cool.
So tough 1, daring 2, superior 2, savior 1, mundane -1.
Yeah. Who needs to be mundane in a time like this? No words of affirmation today.
We're here to dance. I mean, fight. I mean, it's kind of mixed up in my brain.
Sexy dance fighting.
Both at the same time.
Yes. I really like that adaptive move. That's really good.
Yeah, what's your next
Olivia's ready to directly engage.
Oh, heck yeah.
Okay. So if you there's a Megazord sheet that has all the stats. Go in there and roll danger. Or well, tough. Danger.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Okay. Danger, right?
Yes.
Okay. And there's no bonuses.
Nope. That's an 11.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
So, what 2 options do you want?
We should avoid the blows, right? Like that seems
For as long as possible.
probably yeah. So I'll definitely do resist or avoid, and I think does the Megazord have a condition?
It has
It has. So let's clear insecure, because I feel like angry you can kind of use to like boost yourself and like psych you up, but insecure is like not a good one to have, I think.
Sounds good.
So let's clear insecure.
Okay.
Are we facing a team as a threat or threat as a team again? Is that a thing that happened?
Not again, because you're still facing the same threat. So.
Okay. All right.
That
I was
makes
confused. All right.
All right. How do you hit him?
So like Olivia has the Megazord like run up, and it's like when you're playing like chicken, like it looks like she's just gonna like run up and like run through him, and we've established it's a him, right? He, him pronouns.
Unlike
Anyway.
Sword B Shield, who will forever remain a mystery.
Right, exactly.
I don't.
And then like at the very last minute, like uses one of the legs to like kick like right at the solar plexus.
Okay.
I guess, or whatever that passes for on a big germ like thing.
Yeah.
Sweep the leg, Ogilvy.
Yeah. He just swipes back, but you manage to block it with your turntable throwing discs. What's the next thing you want to attempt?
If no one has an idea, I want to try to activate adaptive now, if that's okay.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah.
All right. Let me pull up the right.
I will help you if the roll is slow.
Okay. What am I looking for? All right. Because I'm doing adaptive to help us take down this guy, and I game faced him earlier, I believe I get a +1 on
Yes.
this. All right. So I need to figure out which window because I have too many windows open. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
There we go. Found it. So come on, Eileen. Yay! I got a 6.
Okay.
I will
so,
help.
Yeah. So because you're all in the Megazord,
That's right.
you don't really need to
Right.
justify spending a team point, but you can choose to spend one.
Yeah.
Should we have a cutaway like in Voltron where you say something encouraging?
Yeah.
I feel like we're like in tandem. Like I'm flipping switches and you're doing your music, and we are just like we have a brain worm where we were just like in tandem.
Yeah,
Knows
like
exactly what's going on.
I feel like Trish kind of like sees something that's not gonna quite work and just calls out, "Hey, do this instead."
I like reroute some energy.
Yeah.
What if it's not even words? It's like you see me flinch a little and you like facial grim determination, like, nonverbal music communication.
That's right.
All right. So because of that, I hold 1, which I'm tempted to immediately spend it on gain a new weapon.
That's what I was gonna do.
Okay,
Oh my
yeah.
god, we are in tandem.
I am going to explain the options since this is a new move. So
Oh, yeah.
you get to choose one on a 7. So you can choose to gain a new Megazord mode, so you can reconfigure your Megazord into a new mode. And for this time, you can hold 3 that you can spend 1-to-1, which you can spend to do anything. So you can go, I want a +1 on this move, on that move, whatever. You can get a whole new Zord. So a new Zord comes in. This is basically like your Dragon Zord comes in to help. And you... So basically you just have an extra helper. Somebody else that can deal blows. You can give opportunities to. They can give opportunities to you. You can just shift a label up and down. You can gain a new weapon and take a +1 forward, which means on your next attack you can... Or you can clear a condition off your Megazord. But you want a new weapon, so you get a +1 forward on your next hit with that weapon.
All right. I'm really on board with this idea that Cassandra dropped in the chat, if that's okay.
That's fine.
No, I do like that other one,
Yep.
and maybe that can be our finishing blow, Trish.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. We're getting close to time anyway, so it'd be a good time to use your finishing move if you want to make an attempt at that.
Okay. So what's going to happen is Cassandra, do you want to describe it since it was your idea?
Yeah, so I think the pterodactyl separates and like its head kind of forms a ramp down into the Megazord body that Cassandra then like boop into. And the Zord arm, I don't remember which part fits it, takes the pterodactyl that is now headless, and it's a batarang, and is able to throw it like at this big bad guy right in front of them.
Dactyl
also-
ring.
I also kind of love
Batarang.
of like the pterodactyl batarang merging with the turntables to have like kind of like blades on the ends.
Yes.
And what if, as our
Like a morning star kind of thing.
I love it. And what if, as our finishing move, that's to hit him, and then we use that almost as a tracer to do a combined the energy beam thing that Trish was talking about in the chat, where we're trying to melting him down and shrink him into the ground and cancel him.
Canceled.
Like a big combined thing.
Yes.
I don't want to bogart it, but I do get a +1 if I roll it.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
But I've rolled a lot, and I don't want to take that from the person who had to people who
Go
had the good idea.
for it.
No, please do.
Okay.
We're a team. Well, your role is all of our role.
All right. Well, hopefully I'll do well.
So take that +1 and the +1 for your...
Does someone want to fine tune really quickly to up our danger again?
I totally will. I'm all about that. That's like the one thing I can do well.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So what do you want to drop for that? Mundane? We can go down one more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Monday
heck
can
yeah.
get on
Let's
one
be
more.
as weird as possible.
Okay.
And do we want to be guiltless, insecure, hopeless? We don't want to be afraid, though. That wouldn't work here.
No.
All right. I think
guilty.
insecure makes the most sense right now.
Okay. I was gonna say guilty because this is gonna cause a lot of property damage.
Both
I don't
work.
feel guilty yet. I will if we do this and it fails.
Maybe right now we're kind of nervous about it because this is a really big thing we've never done before.
True.
Right.
It's all very scary and
All right.
new.
And so I get the +1 for game face and the +1 for the weapon. Is there anything else I'm forgetting?
Nope.
All right. 8. Do we have 2 team?
You do have 3 technically.
Okay.
So I'm doing it, but I know it's not going to work. I know he's going to survive. It's not enough. It's not enough.
But like, just gonna like put a hand on Garnet's shoulder and just be like, "No, we've got this."
Oh, that's good. Who said that? I had the camera down.
It was me.
That is good.
All leadery and shit.
Oh gosh, because now you're the. Now I'm not the leader. Like this is why you are actually the leader, even though it. Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right, I need one more help if someone can. Otherwise, he's gonna survive.
Olivia will she has a microphone in her Zord, of course. So even though she's all the way down by the legs, she like leans into the microphone and like has some clever rhyme that is meant to encourage you, like you can do it.
Are you the hype man?
Aggressive, be aggressive.
Yeah.
You're like the hype man / guest scratcher featuring Olivia on the MP3 of this fight. That's I don't know. Awesome. So that gets us up to 10, which means our devastating blow ends the fight and kaboom! All of the music.
All of our energy gets channeled together and we melt him into the ground with the power of our awesomeness.
I love
Zordath
it.
explodes into a million pieces.
And then we do a really stylish kind of disco roller swirl right afterwards.
Yep.
Yes, the batarang comes back and the thing's holding it up as they're swirling in their roller skates.
And there's floodlights positioned perfectly all around the disco thing to like showcase on us, but their color is kind of going all over us.
And Olivia says into the microphone, "Thank you, Oak Bay. Good night."
And there be like people still watching us. Like they ran
Everybody
away.
has magically come back. They're all there now.
Oh yeah, of course there's people watching.
And now they start dancing
Yep.
because it's party time.
Like the end of every good 80s movie.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
There's like
Totally is.
biodegradable glitter like bursts out and like goes all around. There's like a disco ball like flashing.
Many disco balls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, Teddy, I don't want to disrupt if you have ending stuff, but
I was
what
just
if
gonna ask what you did, what you did at the end. So
what if the chest opens up and there's a ramp that comes down, and each of us gets like a hero exit from the Zord, but it stays over top everyone at the party. Just like one kind of final
Do you
character.
just go back to doing the concert?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we go back to the stage
Yes.
with our instruments.
Well, we need to do an encore, obviously.
Do we
Right.
want individualized exits, or do we want to do it as a team? Like from the Zord?
I like a team exit. Normally I
Yeah.
would say just me, but I'm feeling kind of sentimental right now.
No, it's
Aw.
like the lights like kind of pan upward, and you see all of us like standing next to each other in like one long line.
Yeah.
I love it.
Um,
And then like we skate and or walk and or jump, whatever is our particular modus, and end up on stage, and then we just continue the song.
Jam
Yeah.
right into it again.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
sounds good.
you jam us out as you've beat Zordath and once again saved Oak Bay. So we'll sign out. We'll go in reverse order. So just tell me who you are, where we can find you on the internet. If you do any other streams or anything, go ahead and shout them out. And let me know what you thought. We will start with Olivia.
Hello, I am Lily, and I'm at Elise on Life on Twitter. I am the scribe on Twitch and Discord. I take part in another Welcome Party RPG stream on Saturday late nights called Adventures in Agni, which is an all POC stream. I also do take part in 3V, which is Visible, Vibrant, Victorious, another all POC stream that Welcome Party RPG hosts on Sundays. I will be there this Sunday for a really awesome one shot by Mariam, who is writing a 5e campaign in a place called Sarzamine, which is her own creation. And I also do a Star Wars actual play podcast called Misfits of Space with an all-female cast.
Real quick, Party Wipe Games, thanks for the raid. We are signing out for the night, so we'll bounce you off to somebody else, but thank you. Alright, Garnet.
All right, I am Thousand Heads on Twitter. I'm Silent Ferrets pretty much everywhere else nowadays. Most importantly, silentferrets.itch.io, where my game design stuff is. We just finished playtesting my intersectional anti-fascist Hack of Cyrun, where we were on the run from wizard fascists trying to get to Sanctuary while also figuring out how to save society from a crackdown. It went really well. I'm really happy with it, but I'm moving on to something else called Don't Kill That Zombie, It's My Boyfriend. I am going to be running Unknown Armies in the fall for Welcome to the Party. The name of the game is, hold on, I'm really proud of it and I can't remember it. It's Revolutionary Heaven Unknown Girl Society is the current name of the thing. It's supposed to sound like Utena, but I just kind of randomly generated a bunch of words and shoved them together. I'm currently on Emissaries of Avithna, which is the all-femin NB decolonized Sunday night game, and it's really good. It's been described as the thirstiest thing in late night. No, I just thought of that, actually. But I think it's like it's espionage and dating sim, maybe? It's complicated. It's good. I'm also working on a solo play podcast. That's just me, where I play a bunch of small indie games and string them together to try to make a story out of them, even though that doesn't make sense. So I do a lot of things right now. Thousand Heads, though. That's me on Twitter. Look me up. Hi.
Morgan.
Hello, I am Michi. You can find me on Twitter at Michisaurus. You can also find me on Etsy at Monsters and Mayhem Soaps. I make and sell soaps. it's pretty cool. You can find me here every other Thursday night with our Pokemon Tabletop Adventures game, which is a thing. Play that with Nerdy. It's grimdark Pokemon, and we also have mechs. We're the bad guys.
If you thought this was ridiculous, it has nothing on the Pokemon.
Yeah, like when it was like, I don't know if this is gonna be too dark. I was like, you haven't seen Pokemon, have you? It's dark. I am also here on Sunday afternoons with our Legend of the Five Rings campaign, Steel Blossom Moon, which is much more serious than anything else I play in. We're samurai and we fight injustice and stuff, and I have a pet ghost. It's great. And then I'm also here Monday nights playing Aegis Shield of Earth, which is our masked superhero game, and it is pretty awesome. Teddy GM's that, and I punch my way out of my problems.
Which is pretty on brand.
Yeah. Or sometimes they're my best bet problems, it's fine.
Cassidy.
Yeah, so you will have a hard time finding me online because I rolled a very high stealth check. But you can find me on Discord as Ulfrig, and every Saturday night starting at 8 p.m. Eastern over on the Greyhawk channel as part of the Who Are the Monsters team with Mariam. So you get to see me play someone absolutely completely different from Cassandra there. As we try and figure out, can a bunch of dysfunctional heroes be heroes and stop the apocalypse? Maybe. So
And Trisha.
I'm Litza, and I'm on Twitter at Litza Bronwyn, and I make D&D and other RPG content, a lot of like little one-page RPGs and stuff with my husband, who is on Twitter as Baby Skulling Dragons, and our Patreon is Baby Skulling Dragons. And so far, everything we've put up is for free to view, so you should check it out. We do DM games for patrons, if that's something that people are interested in. But I don't have any money. I assume that no one else has any money, so I like putting my stuff up for free, just for people to enjoy. Yeah, mostly I'm on Twitter, and that's about it. I'm here and there every so often. I've been on Variant Roles a few times. They're super cool, and obviously Welcome to the Party is super cool. This is the first game I've done with you guys, and you're all awesome, and I love you.
All right, yeah, and I'm Nerdy Teddy. Yeah, right now I run the Masks game Monday night, Aegis Shield of Earth. We have 2 episodes left, and then on the 26th we are going to sit down. We are going to do a QA with the cast and, of course, myself. If you want, and you've been following the show and you have some questions for us, if you go into the Discord, if you join our lovely Discord, and if you're not already there, and you go down to the Masks Aegis Shield of Earth chat, there is a form in that chat that will allow you to send your questions to us so we can prepare for that and have all kinds of fun. I am also in the Pokemon game that rotates Thursdays currently, and then in this fall, at the start of the new season, I will be running this for a campaign. So that's why we were here tonight playtesting it, so I can try to polish off some of the rough edges so it's somewhat playable for a campaign. It was a lot of fun. I am so glad we got to do this. We are, let me check and make sure they're still live. Yes, we are going to go raid the Greyhawk channel. So make sure you say hi to them. And we will see you next time.